Yes, hello, good morning, good afternoon, know, good evening from any part of the country you're watching this from. So first of all, let me honestly apologize that I've taken too long before uploading the second video, and I promise this is not happening again. I'll follow very fast with another video. I've been doing a number of trainings in Africa. So I'm back and I have dedicated every 2 days of a week to ensure that I give you people quality videos when it comes to matters data analytics. So yes, without wasting much time, because I know people have forgiven me, I have goodies. So today, first of all, I want us to do one thing. I'll try to make my videos very short so that you can easily follow through. Today, I want us to discuss on how do we install Power BI. Actually, before we start even learning the interface, which is going to be our next part, we first want to learn how do we get it, how do we install it. Actually, Power BI is free, so how do we install Power BI for free? So we have different versions, so we will also see how do we install Power BI on different computers, for example Mac, Windows. Now for this one you're going to focus on Windows users. So if you're a Mac user, I'm sorry for today, but yes, if you keep on giving me a lot of reasons as to why I should tell us how do we install Power BI on Windows. Remember, Power BI is a Microsoft product, therefore not compatible with Mac. But we have a way. So convince us on the chat box why we should do that. So let's get to what we are doing here today. Again, I am Engineer Kevin Ochiel, your trusted data analyst in Africa and beyond. So let's get to see what we have for today. Good. So we want to start. So the first question is, how do we install Power BI so that, when you start using it, we're good. So first of all, I want us to, we have two different ways. That is for Windows users. We have two different ways of installing our Power BI. One is we can download installable version, or that is the exe file, or alternatively, we can also, just get it from Play Store, which is the easiest option. So I want first to start with the one for downloading. Then after that, I'll go to the easiest way. And then after that, we will now look to the next part of our video. So what we do is we want to open our browser. So open any browser that you have. So I use Google a lot. So let me use Chrome, Google Chrome. So I'm going to open Chrome, and yeah, I'm going to get here. So I want you to type on your browser. I hope you're following along. So download Microsoft Power BI. Sorry. So download Microsoft Power BI. Just type that on your browser. You don't need to type any URL. Don't want to bother with a lot of. So these are the links. So by default, we have this link. The first one, so it's Microsoft. Then you have ENUS download details. So click on the first link on your search result. So it will bring you to this interface where you can download the Power BI tool. I had explained what is Power BI and the modules you're going to be covering in the previous video. So here we are now getting the tool so that we can use it. So you can see here, we have the options to download. So you can select a language. You know that this language will be helping you depending on your preference. So we'll go for English, the standard one. So after that, it's telling you version options that are currently available. So one thing I mentioned is that Power BI, they do update almost every single month. So that one has made Power BI to be a very competitive tool ahead of most of the visualization tools. So it's not paid promotion, but I've used a number of visualization tools. I've used Looker, I have used Tableau, I have used Power BI. So I can frankly say that Power BI has a number of tools or a number of features that can help us in terms of visualizations. So the next thing, you click on download. So once you've clicked on download, you have two options. One is a exe file. Both of them are exe files. So one is just a PBI desktop setup. The other one is PBI desktop setup x64. So this one is a computer version. So you can just select any, but select this one. N is okay. Then you click download. So it will just ask you where you want it to be saved, and then click save. So we want to wait for it to complete loading. I have it already. So once it's downloaded, simply run the exe file. So you just click on the setup file, and once your setup file is done there, you're good to go. You can just click on it, and then the installations will you'll follow the prompts that are around, just prompt one. Then you have Power BI. Now, limitation about downloading Power BI desktop from this part is that when there is an update, you have to come back here and download it manually. So in most cases, unless you do not have privileges to accessing Microsoft Store, I advise you not to download it here. Because if you download it here, sorry, I was sipping tea. If you download it here, for you to get an update, you will have to come and re-download the new version. Is when you uninstall the previous one and then you install the current one. So in order to avoid all that hassle, let's go to the easiest way. So for Windows users, just type Microsoft Store. So this is Microsoft Store. So you open Microsoft Store. So Microsoft Store, we all know you need to sign in order to have access to different applications. There are quite a number of applications that you can download here. I don't know why mine is suggesting all the games all over, but I hardly play games here. So you can see I'm already signed in here with my personal email. So next thing I want to do is I want to quickly search for Power BI. So I'll just search Power BI. So if you search Power BI, we have Power BI Report Builder and Power BI Desktop. I want you to go for the Power BI Desktop. So if you click on Power BI Desktop here, because I already have the Power BI, you will have an option to click Get. So you click on Get so that you don't have to go through all this process of going to the browser, searching and downloading. So once you click Get, just give it a few more minutes, it will finish downloading, and there you have your free Power BI. So you'll be having a free Power BI tool. So all these just a review. If you want to give them a review, I think it's a nice tool. You can give them to a review you want. So once you're done with that, once it's done, you will have the option to open. And just like that, we have Power BI Desktop on our computers installed. So the next question is, how do we download these tools? Now let me just open this one. So I'm going to click on that, and there you are. So they've updated on the interface. When it opens, it wasn't like this. This came up with the new uploads. So this is how it looks like. I'm tempted to uninstall and reinstall again so that we can see, but I want you to look at this. This is now the interface. So our next video, I want to run us quickly through the interface of Power BI. That video is coming right next, so just stay tuned so that we can get familiar with everything here before we start using this tool. For up to that point, let's call it a day. Ensure you subscribe, turn your notifications on so that you don't miss our next analytical class on Power BI. So see you on our next video on the Power BI interface and a clear understanding on the same.